1st of January 2025, let's get it. Out for a walk. Beautiful day, really nice day. I think it cleared up the sky for today. The shitty weather yesterday. It's absolutely magnificent today. I slept like a baby throughout the whole Christmas period. I've been hibernating. Oh, the sun's just hitting me there. I don't know if you can see it on my face. So glad I didn't drink yesterday. I'm able to start today fresh. I uploaded a video actually just recently about well, you can't be nice to everybody. That was over a week ago. In case anyone goes, oh, but you talk about drinking last night. Yeah, it's one that I meant to upload sooner, but I haven't. FYI, in case anyone's wondering. But yeah, wish you all a very happy 1st of January. And look, what do you hope to get from this year? It's finally upon us. I remember David Goggins saying something and I kind of thought, oh yeah, he's right. But then I thought, and now am I being a bit miserable? No, one second. What? And he was there going, he never celebrates. I'm paraphrasing again, that's something I'm going to keep saying. But he doesn't celebrate, or he treats every day kind of the same, which is a good way to be, you know. You know, he doesn't attach any special value to any days. Every day is the same. Let's get it. That type of grind set attitude. And we all aim to be like him. But guess what? You don't all have to be David Goggins. No, sir. Like, that's one thing. And like, I've given a lot of advice about what you should do for the new year. But I don't have all the answers for you. You know, I would say empower yourself. What feels good, what doesn't. You know, you're allowed to decide that. Only thing I would say is don't say no to everything. Try and fail at things. That's what I'd say. It takes, it's very cold out. The chill in the air. But it's a lovely day, all the same. Got the beard to keep me warm. Oh, mama, please. Got a real chill in my lungs. What I would say to you is, go out there and try stuff. Like Jim Carrey and Yes Man. I remember when he says, it's just to get you started. But there's a good lesson in that film. It's like, give it a go. Say yes to a few things. But then go, right, giving it a try. So I can pull back now. Good boy. Looking for his friends, the Bichons. Alfie coming. Good boy. Yeah, they're not here. They must be out. Yeah, they must be out. Socialising. Mum, good boy. Mum, let's go. They're not here. Good boy. One on, please. Spin that around. But yeah, I think one thing, if I could give you any advice, is I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. Have to get that one in. But I don't know what works for you. You might not know what works for me either. We're too busy now, I think, watching other people's success and going, I want to be them. But you can't. You're you. I know you might not like that, but if you learn to accept that and then work with your strengths and weaknesses, I'm still getting there, you know, but I've tried an awful lot of things now and I'm going to try more that have all added together, you know. Through trying and failing, we learn. But we're not encouraged to try and fail. We're encouraged to get everything right first time. And then to look at how somebody else did it. Then we're encouraged to compare. Comparison is really the joy of all thief. The thief of all joy. Let's try that one again. Comparison is the thief of all joy. I swear I was drinking last night. Just knackered for some reason. Been doing a lot of winter hibernating. But you are a human being first and foremost, and so is everyone else. You know, we see people's get rich quick schemes, how, you know, they're so much better than the rest of us and how we should aspire to be like these people. How many people who have made all this money have turned out to be con men, as I keep saying, you know? These life coach, and they're just scamming vulnerable people. They're taking advantage of people like you and me who are very vulnerable. You know, we feel lost in life, and a lot of people do. Jesus, if this channel has taught me anything, it's just how many people are lost. And that's very sad. But you know what they don't tell you is that you actually have the power. You don't have to buy all their fancy little programs. I'm not trying to sell you anything, because I think that's unethical. You know, it is unethical. Taking advantage of vulnerable people and, you know, making them buy your shit. But here's something for your mental health right now, for free. What? Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Alfie's certainly loving it. Goodbye. Oh, that is magnificent. That puts me in a good mood right now. Come on, Alf. Step over them. That's natural antidepressant for you right there. Stuff like that is free. Getting out for a walk, you know. People tell you, oh, you'll never get anything if you just walk. Lost the most weight I ever lost just walking. And doing light cardio, but consistent. But that doesn't sell programs, does it? If I've learned anything, just make sure there's no earwiggers. If I've learned anything, it's that there's a lot of con men out there, and women. We don't discriminate against people in this. So only watching a thing, and you know, the hawk tour. Someone actually put that in the one of the comment sections where I talk about hard work, just working harder than the competition, being a load of bollocks. And they used her as an example. And I thought I'd use her as an example. She came up in the big fat quiz of the year. I said to my brother, I bet she will come up in it. Hawk to spit on that thing. Then she released fucking meme coin or something. Jesus, imagine if you bought some of them. God help you. But I mean, look how quick her fame came and went, you know. I actually didn't know anything about the video, even when that person put it in the comments. I'd heard people talking about it, but I'd never watched it. Oh, he wants to go say hello to the neighbours. Wish them a happy new year. Good boy. Oh. Used to be a little beagle that lived in there that he loves. Oh, see the sun. Oh, don't look into it. Oh, beautiful day. Great way to start the 1st of January 2025. Absolutely magnificent out. Some people wave, some don't. Do you ever get, like, if you live in the countryside, do you ever get those people who you don't know if they're going to wave, and you don't want to wave first because you don't want to be an arsehole who, not an arsehole, but you don't want to be like a fool and not going to wave back, and then when they wave at you last minute, it's like if someone waves at me, I always have to wave back. Just an arsehole thing, not to but yeah, I know be yourself is something like a cliche. It's probably the biggest cliche there is. Ooh, just careful it. But it's true, you know. When did we start needing to compare ourselves and take advice off everybody else? Just assume everybody knows better than we do. obviously, like, naturally there's going to be people who know more about a specific area than we do. That's just a given, you know. But we all have different skills. Like I was saying before, and rather than comparing and trying to outdo each other, imagine how good we'd be if we all said, you're good at this area, you're good at this area, and we all used it and worked together. That's why you've got people in one company who do completely different things. Loads of people. There's people who work in the companies and they do a completely different job, you know. There's people who build a company. Their job is completely different to someone in an office doing the admin. But they're all very important. See, now other people don't get a wave because that person has started. I give a little, little finger wave as opposed to a whole hand. But when do we start valuing one skill set way more than another? You know, I think that's why you'll see people who do difficult jobs going abroad, because their job is tough, but they're not being appreciated. I find you will do the hardest job and you will do it and feel motivated if you feel appreciated. I think the two go hand in hand. Appreciation leads to motivation. There we go. Nothing worse than doing a job and feeling like you're not being motivated. Well, that is true, but you're not being appreciated for it. And if it's a pointless task, even more so. But every single person in here, just because like you think, oh, I'm not good looking enough, I'm not blessed with the same genetics as this guy. Work out for yourself, you know, and you don't have to kill yourself in the gym. As in work out really hard, not the final solution. FYI, I'm not encouraging any of that shit. I'm just saying, if you do even one session a week, like my brother was doing one, like he's a strong guy, you know, he's quite endomorph, very strong, you know, a lot of muscle, but we're both, unfortunately, we've got the fat gene, but he got the muscle gene as well. But he would do one day, and I said it was a bit too intense, there was a bit too much in it. What I prefer to do is one upper and one lower body day, just for now, and I'm going to start back on that soon. Said I'd give myself the Christmas period off, just to relax, you know. See, they waved, they get a wave back. But yeah, I said I'd give myself the Christmas period off. Not going to be one of these, well, I am, because I'm going to start Monday. Because it's Wednesday, I always like to start the week off, you know, so start Monday. And do my prep beforehand. It's another piece of advice, don't just jump straight back in. Get your prep done, you know, make a list of what you want to do. Set yourself a few goals, and know when you've done enough. You know, you can call it a day sometimes because you're just not feeling it. The fact you got out there to the gym is enough of a victory in my mind. Start celebrating the little things. That's what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to celebrate all the little things. And then eventually they'll just start rolling over into positives. I encourage you to do the same. I'm not here to say I know everything and you know nothing. No. You'll know things that I don't know, and I know things that you don't know. I know loads of things. I've got loads of secrets, loads of skeletons in my closet. But I'm no better than you, you're no better than me. That's kind of the attitude that a lot of people have nowadays, is this person is the pinnacle of success and greatness, and we all have to be like him or her. No, be yourself. For God's sake, God damn it, be yourself. How many people have told us to do that? And how many of us actually listen? turns out that they were right all along. But I guess it was the way they were coming at it, you know. What I would add to that is eventually the mask will fall and you'll be revealed. You'll be exposed. All your secrets. And it's exhausting, you know, keeping up appearances and pretending to be someone. Like for this Christmas break, it's gonna sound a bit miserable, but I was kind of like, I'm not arsed putting on a smiley face and telling everyone in my family that everything's perfect, because it's not. I'm worn down, and I'm not arsed pretending we're all doing well, we're all happy, we've all got stuff going on, you know, showing them how productive we all are. No, it's been very hard. Just wanted a nice quiet Christmas without anyone bothering me, telling me, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Okay, bye. Not in the mood for it now. Like, please just leave me be, because I can't listen to it right now. And you don't need someone giving you life advice all the time, you know. It's fucking exhausting having to hear people going, would you try this, would you? And you're like, I'm doing stuff at the minute. You might not think that it's great, but it's helping me. And it's better than sitting on my arse doing nothing. And that doesn't help anyone, by the way. If anyone tells you that sitting around on your arse all day isn't going to help you, they're right. As much as you might not like to hear it at the time, it's true. And I think you know that deep down. I get there's different things going on, trust me. But sitting on your hole doing nothing never helped anyone. Imagine how unproductive you feel. And just go out and help yourself, you know. Do the dishwasher even, if you can't leave the house. Do a bit of cleaning. I know I struggle with that sometimes, but it will help. Mum. You know, like, it helps people in your household too if you do a bit of cleaning. Help them out. Do the garden. I love doing the garden, so that's something I'll do now once it gets into summer. Even spring. Try and be helpful to other people that you love. You hear that? Oh. Always the little dogs that are the happiest, isn't it? Always the little ones that are fucking growling at you and barking. Same with people as well. Little man syndrome. Then when anyone actually takes them on, they shit themselves. Our lad's exemplary. Yeah, good boy. No, watch, there's glass. People are obviously getting pissed and smashing stuff on their way back. Guess some people celebrated New Year too hard. You can still hear those fuckers, can't you? They're unbelievable. Might seem like I'm being harsh, but trust me, little fuckers go for your ankles and everything. I've had to flick them away with my foot. I'm not into hurting animals, FYI, but come on. Now, down this way. Come on. But yeah, stop thinking that other people know better than you all the time. Because they don't. Trust your instincts. There's a lot of people I find that if they know something and you don't, they lord it over you. And I don't learn everything in the same way as everybody else does. I've noticed that. But I can do the job. Once I grasp it, I've got it. You know, and I know what I'm doing. And I'll do it to the best of my ability, but just don't let people step all over you. You're not a doormat for anyone. Good boy. Come on. Like, going into this year, I'm just going to keep celebrating the little things, you know, because if I set myself big goals, even when I get there, you feel a bit meh. Now what? It's like there's more to achieve. You know, we always have to be on the go, 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 go. And doesn't make anyone happy. But again, a bit of free antidepressant for you. What? Can I have a look? See if the cows are out. Oh, they're not. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Have a look. Yeah. Oh. Amazing. Oh, absolutely magnificent. Me just getting out for this, even though, like, yeah, it's not going to make me super fit, but the benefits it gives me in my noggin there, the mental health benefits are unbelievable. So there's a good reason. Just stops, all of a sudden stops, but doesn't just stop. He'll turn his whole body into you and nearly take you out, and you're trying not to hurt him, and you nearly go flying into the trench. Good boy. He's strong too. He comes at you like a ton of bricks. Celebrate the little things. The little victories are what you should be taking pride in. The fact that you got out for that walk, if you weren't feeling it, you did that workout. You just got something done, you know. Any little achievement should be celebrated. Because obviously we're fucking ourselves up by not doing that. So going forward this year, as I said in the previous one, be nice to people until they give you a reason not to be. Look after yourself first. Don't be trying to fix other people's problems until you've fixed your own. Prioritise yourself. Not in a selfish way. I mean, when I say prioritise yourself, are there any negatives about yourself you'd like to improve on? That's what that means, you know. If you're being toxic to people, anyway, you could stop doing that. Try it, you know. And if you own up and admit there's something that you don't like, try and change that. If you're the type of person that thinks you're perfect, none of us are. So, oh boy. Trying a different route today. We've all got things we can work on, you know, in all areas of life. Self-improvement is never a bad thing. But looking to people and thinking that they're like God, and they have all the answers, they don't. And you'll discover that pretty fucking soon, let me tell you. And they'll be happy to take your money and not give you anything in return. Trust me. Got to learn to be happy in yourself. Be headstrong. Know your own worth. And like I say, I just wasn't in the mood to pretend to everyone that I'm doing well this year. I'm like, things have been hard. I don't need you offering me all this bollocks advice that's not going to help me, you know. But I'm okay with that now, whereas before I would have gone, oh yeah, you know, I'm in college or I'm looking at jobs here. Whereas in reality, I hadn't the wherewithal. I was just happy I finished college. Did not think that far ahead. Didn't have the ability to think that far ahead. But you can't tell your family I'm fucking miserable and I'm just happy every day if I don't fucking end my own life. Who wants to hear that? And my brother was with my auntie and my uncle, And like, we've told them a lot. Like, we've told them nearly everything that's happened to us, and they were almost acting as if we were teaching them something new. So it's like, did they even listen when we were telling them? Did they not believe us? Like, sometimes I think to myself, am I just being a snowflake? Like, am I just being weak and nothing really that bad happened, you know? I'm just being weak, I'm making this shit up. It's not really this bad, I'm just weak. Well, when I was a kid, a lot of shit happened that would have knocked anyone. Keeps spinning me around. Like, my dad left when I was 5, got diagnosed with autism at 7. He came back, then he left again, then they got divorced. I had a lot of issues interpersonally in school. My mum was depressed for Christmas, which she'll deny. I'm not judging her when I say that. It was like my heart goes out to her, but she won't ever admit it. So there's a bit of denial on both sides there, you know. Felt like a lot of people just didn't look out for me and my brother. Was a very anxious child, and I haven't done more research into that. Unfortunately, the reason you get stomach problems like I have now, a lot of anxiety and a lot of the issues that I had growing up were due to an unhappy childhood and a toxic household, which, not nice to admit, but it's true. Like when, and as well, I feel like I've been used and abused. You know, when both our grandmothers died, who were the ones going in, cleaning everything? Like, on my mum's side when it happened, me and my brother were the ones going in helping her. You know, we've got 2 aunties and an uncle. They weren't much use, they didn't help. On my dad's side, we were clearly made to feel inferior to everybody else, and yet don't see anybody else coming over. There was always an excuse. Me and my brother and my dad doing everything. And then everybody offering advice and, oh, isn't this great? And look, we've connected with a lot of them, and not on my dad's side really, you know, they were just never very warm, never very welcoming. Which is sad really, you know. I feel like there's an entire family that you just have no connection to whatsoever. But it's the truth. And kind of admitting that, and radical acceptance is something I learned in DBT, dialectical behaviour therapy, behavioural. And it's important that you do just accept. You can't change anyone, but you can change how you view things, how you see yourself. And that's what I've done, you know. And I've looked at those things and gone, I would have done them anyway because I loved both my grandmothers. So I would have done it for them. And that's the way to look at it. I'm a good human being. I did that for them. And to help my mum and my dad, because they're your parents. And through all the shit, like, you do want to help them. You want to make them proud, you know. But now it's time to do what makes me comfortable and doesn't make me sick in the pit of my stomach. I actually didn't really know that feeling. I just thought that was life, you know. Every day you felt sick, you know, you felt anxious. You were sweating, you were nervous, you know, you were constantly on edge. But by learning to accept my strengths and weaknesses, I'm getting way better at controlling them. And now there's a few physical ailments that I spoke about that I can't ignore. So the doctor's resolution will be to sort that out for me. But fingers crossed that all gets sorted. This year I'm going to continue to grow, sending out the CVs, looking for a job I want. Hopefully in the coming years I'll head over to Australia. I really hope it lives up to expectation. Lots of jobs over there, so I'm going to start applying this year, that'll be a big one for me. Be a big move, but one I feel in a much better place to take, a big step, but feel a lot more confident about it. Feel like I'm ready, Well, not ready just yet, but I will be. And yeah, I'm optimistic heading into this year. I've made a lot of self-improvements. There they are again. Made a lot of self-improvements in 2024. Did a lot of things I wanted to do. It was actually quite a busy year. I didn't realise how busy it was. But that just gives me hope that this year will be even better. That I will, for want of a better word, find myself. I really hope I do. But above all, admitting that I needed help, getting set up with supports that I desperately fucking needed, I did, has meant that it's taken that pressure and that anxiety off me, that I'm not doing enough. Going to the appointments with them, they say people don't even show up to the appointments, whereas you've been at every single one. So there's something to celebrate. Went to every DBT session, got my certificate, went to every Wexford Local Development Mind Yourself programme, got my certificate for that, Those are things I can add to a CV. Work with the occupational therapist, I haven't missed a few of them now, sorry breeder. Stop, good boy, let you off now. Now. Celebrate the little things, guys. Mind yourselves, and a very happy 2025.